Welcome along, everybody. This is Choops with tea, sugar and milk. Today we're going to be running through a Dragon Priest deck that I've put together, and I've got close to 50 games with this thing now. Obviously we're still very early in the month, so it's been quite tough going actually. I think I was like 50-50 win rate for the first, I don't know, like 10, 15 games maybe even 20 games before I started to find my feet. As is now becoming my standard format, I'll put a discussion of the deck and its creation at the end of the video with a little link at the bottom. So if you just want to see the games, then, well, here they are. But if you like to understand the deck architecture and what we're trying to do, then, as I said, click the little link and it'll jump right to the end. Okay, I think, before we proceed, I have to give a little hello to some of my French friends that have recently subscribed. I've been playing with these guys for quite a long time. Medai, Siren, Laudator, Omega, and Rainbow Dash. Okay, because I'm basically famous now with my 47 subscribers, so I said I would say hello to these guys. Alright, I think enough talking, let's go in and play. Okay, so Shaman. As you can see, I have a 60% win rate. When I started the deck, as I said, I was sitting at 50-50 for the good kind of first half of the games, and now I've started to kind of find my feet with the deck. We're seeing some consistent wins. Okay, well, this deck, Circle isn't actually a bad keep. If it's aggro Shaman, I can't keep it. If it's a mid-range Shaman, it's nice to keep because I only have one Circle healing and one Arcanite. And obviously picking up both parts when you have one each is quite difficult. So keeping it is greedy, probably too greedy in this case. If I was going second, I would consider keeping Circle of Healing here. This deck is the only deck I've ever played where I have a higher win rate going second than I do going first. Purely because I need the larger pool of cards and I need to have a dragon. I'm actually tempted to keep the Azure Drake because it's quite a low level dragon. But it's probably too greedy in this case. I could end up getting 2 10 drops or 10, yeah. Oh, we have 1 10 drop. We have a dragon though, so we can combo the Blackwind Technician. There's the Circle. Greeting Friend. I have no idea what that says. Oh, he starts with a Tunnel Trog. The Dream. And I have no turn 2. This is the only time the deck suffers. This really early portion of the game when you get no 1 drops, no 2 drops, and no 3 drops. Well, I have a 3 drop here. But I'm really going to struggle. I need to get a second dragon for his taunt to hold, and he's got the absolutely perfect start. You should have came 1 turn ago, but I'll play you now anyway. Now, providing he doesn't just have a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt would really, really hurt here. Or Stormcrack. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, we have a really, really, really difficult start. We don't pick up a dragon, so I can't play him really. This isn't good. This isn't a good start, unfortunately. I'm curious to what he plays now. At least he can't play the 4-4. Actually, I don't think he's used coin. He could coin into a 4-4. Or the 7-7 rather. Wow, really? I think that's a misplay. I think that's a bit short-sighted, but I needed a dragon, man. Come on. I can play that at least. I think that Lightning Storm is that's greedy. He just wants a clear board. He can keep pushing face. Maybe it's the right thing to do. I don't know, but I don't tend to think so. We can death if it's a 7-7. Okay. Okay, well, we're actually in not a bad spot now. If we can stabilize a little bit. Okay, there's the dragon. The dream would have been having 7 mana to play both, but we can't. I think what we'll do actually is instead of healing, which would be nice, I think we'll play Bran in the Shadow Word Death. Bran onto the clear board, and then double. And now we've started to kind of move back onto the board. I think that Lightning Storm might not win the game, but I think that was a misplay by him. I understand why he did it, because you know when you're looking at an aggro kind of start, he had a really perfect start. He wanted to push the issue, but you know we're the Dragon Priests. We're not going to die. We're immortal, apart from the 19 losses. That was before we had dragons in the deck. Okay, that's a really weak turn for him because he obviously had the mana lock from playing the 7/7. And we're going to combo on that into that. Fantastic.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Welcome to the exhibit. And I think we'll take the cairn. So, yeah, I think the cairn. Yeah. Well, on turn 8, what are we going to have? Okay. I will take the cairn. Don't really. Well, actually, you know, if he wants to hex one of them, it's fine. Play that out there. Run him in. I'm not in a rush to win this game, so I'd rather clear the board. I know 5 into 0/2 is kind of silly, but he's already used one of his lightning storms, so that's lightning bolt, I guess. Wow, he hexed Bran. I think you're gonna pay for that, dude. Of course, picking up the Deathwing obviously gives us a dragon for his AoE to go off. Okay, so now from a really convincing start, he's now in a really awkward position. Instead of playing Chillmog, because we have some pretty low health minions, I'll play the Cairn. He's just wasted Hex, so that's kind of annoying for him. We'll get to heal this guy up. Okay, now providing he doesn't play the 4/5 AoE, I forget what it's called, Elemental something something. Providing he doesn't play that, we're in a pretty decent spot. Okay, it dies. That's okay. We can kill off the 5 with the 4 and the 1. That's alright. And soon we're going to play Death Lord, which is always amazing and exciting. Do I want to death that away? I'm going to hold on to the death actually. I don't need it now, I've got control of the board. I'll play Death Maw and heal, I think. I will ignore the totem this time because we're starting to get a bit of pressure on the board. I want to maintain the pressure. The key to playing Dragon Lord, and the Dragon Priest deck, and I'm no expert, but you have to hold on to things like this. I know it was tempting to take that because it was easy, but okay, that's both his hexes gone, so we can play this free of charge without worry, and we have a second one coming too. And if he somehow manages to kill it, see, that's a nice taunt. You see, now we can react to this. We couldn't have reacted to it before. Now we can. Whoa. That's pretty mean. Okay, what do I want to do with this board? I think this is going to be a concede for him here. Run him in. Evacuate evil. Heal up. Boom! I should heal myself there actually for the 1 cost, but and then next turn's Dragon Lord, regardless of what he plays. I think we're definitely Dragon Lord. Gets himself some card draw. But because of the brand that we had, we get to kill this. Oh, okay, we don't get to kill it. Never mind. Now, Azure Drake will be the perfect draw because we can Holy Nova for 3. That's not. Nah, I think I just get him on the board. Just because it's fun. He has no hexes left. He has to kill that. I can evacuate evil, Holy Nova, and win the game. What's he doing here? Wow, that sucks. It's not gonna be enough, bro. Sorry. Don't be a taunt. Don't be a taunt. I don't even know if they get taunt from evolves. I'm not sure. Well played, bro. It's almost like he knew. Is he sniping me? I'm not on Twitch, so he's obviously not sniping me. Boom! How satisfying is running a 12-12 or 12-11 into somebody? Alright, first one's a win. Let's see what's next. Okay, we have... This isn't a mirror, is it? No, it's not a mirror. Of course it's not.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, so that was the kind of mid-range Evolve Shaman that we just crushed to bits. Let's see what's next. I prefer playing against the mid-range, even the Bloodlust Shamans as opposed to the aggro Shamans, because I don't really feel like I'm playing a card game against an aggro Shaman. I really need to pick up a dragon here. This is why I like going second, because I get the opportunity to pick up a dragon. And I said, it's only by 1%, but obviously going second you should be, well, even a slight disadvantage, but there's our dragon. So we're fine. I don't think we coin into that. I don't think we need to. We'll just play at the curve and then use the coin for reacting to whatever situation presents. Unless he's aggro, and he's not by the looks of it. There's one part of our AoE clear, so we just skip that turn. And then we just play from curve. At least they're in the hand now, so I can't draw them when I need to draw. Which is a good way of looking at it, even though I'm starting with two 10-10s. And yeah, that's nice. He's so annoying when you draw him and you have no dragon in your hand. It's like, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's killer. Absolutely killer. Terodian. Wow. I haven't seen one of them in a while. Okay. Well, I can't kill that, unfortunately. But I think what we can do is we can coin into it next turn. We'll coin into the corruptor and kill it off. So we'll do some damage to it now, so we can corruptor it next turn. Kill it off. I don't know what kind of size he can make it to. That's okay. I think I don't do that. I think I run this in and death that. And then we're still left with a minion on the board. Yeah, I think we do that. Actually, do you know what? Full use of the mana curve, yo. Okay. Pass the turn. Alright, so he's only 3 mana now. He might make an unlock, but even with an unlock, it's going to be like a 3-2 or something, and we run that in. He doesn't have spell damage to him, so actually even then the lava burst thing, not lava burst, the 2 unlock wouldn't kill it. I can do this a few ways, I guess. I can run him in and heal, but I like a body on the board, really.
I wonder.
So we'll do that. We might end up using the Circle of Healing to draw cards. I don't need to draw cards, but it's always nice to have more of an opportunity. We haven't seen any hexes yet, so he's probably going to get hexed, unfortunately. But somebody has to get hexed, right? Oh, he's thinking. Come on, buddy. He's humming. I mean, from this position, I feel fairly confident, but wow. Okay. Felt like he had to react to that. Arcanite is tempting here. Actually, because I have the coin. Arcanite here feels a bit greedy, but I do have a lot of other AoEs, and it kind of cements position on the board, but it makes me quite susceptible to the lightning. I don't think it's enough to Arcanite. I don't think I could take him out, heal, and then Arcanite. I could do that with the coin. It's a consideration, but it leaves my minions on such low health, and then he can clear it so easily. I don't really want to give him that opportunity, so I won't. I will heal him though. Okay. I think that's... I didn't clear the board, but I've got 2 minions on the board now. I still have my Arcanite AoE clear, which is so important against these shamans, especially when he starts to get out of control with his totems. I know it looks like we're okay now, but they have a horrible habit of turning the board around very quickly, and suddenly you're facing an entire board of totems, and he bloodlusts, and like, I thought I was winning. What the hell? What's going on here? If he does play something like a Mana Spring as well, we have the Corruptor to kill it off, because he's getting a little bit low on cards, and I think he's struggling for opportunities and ways out of this. Because obviously he's lost the board. That isn't going to do anything. A Flame Tongue Totem would be... well, even then it wouldn't help him a great deal. He's cautious on 3 mana because of the lock, which is amazing for us. So everyone, it's very easy to kind of hate on shamans for their massive swings in tempo with these kind of cards, but if you manage to survive it, when it swings back the next turn, they're crippled, essentially. Which is what we want. Oh, he's really not liking the situation here. Maybe he's just like, fuck this shit. I'm playing. Dragon Priest is overpowered. Nerf. Wow. He is pissed. I think he's angry. Okay. I think I just... 5's kind of awkward, actually. Yeah, I think I just this and heal. It's pretty boring, but does the job. Kill off the totems and go face. Oh, don't tell him he's got up and quit. Ah. Okay, maybe we'll play 3 games. This can't count. He's totally rage quit, and now he's roping me. He's pissed. He's so angry. How to handle mid-range shaman. Yeah, he's pissed. Alright, well we won't count this. I'll maybe put it in the video because I think we played quite well as we had to. But we'll go on to the... Okay, we have third and final game. A warrior. Now obviously, because we play in Zoth, it's so susceptible to brawl. It's a killer. And we know that, so we're going to play around it. It's fine. Shadow Repaid I keep because of the Bloodhoof Axe, I think he's called. Blood whatever. The 2/5 or 2/6 they play. He's a really nice keep for that. Technician, kind of a greedy keep. But warrior, unless it's aggro warrior, I think it's okay. No, I'll get rid of it. I don't really need it. No, I'll get rid of it. I want to see some 1 and 2 drops. Well, I have 1 2-drop and a dragon, so I'll settle for that. I'll probably coin into that, and then maybe death is turn 2. We'll see. Yeah, I think coin into that. You can't kill it with Fiery War Axe. If he does play anything turn 2, I said we can either Shadow Repaint it or hit it and heal it.
Greetings.
Oh, hello, greetings, friend.
Made to fit.
Now, it's kind of tempting to destroy that actually, so he just doesn't get any armor. But if he's patron, I would quite like to keep that for patron as well. He's only going to get 2 armor from it anyway. But it does mean he can kill it with Fiery War Axe, which sucks. If he kills it, what's our turn 3 play? We don't really have a turn 3 play if he does Fiery War Axe. So in this rare case, I'm going to Shadow Repaint this just to keep the board, because I don't have a turn 3. If I had a turn 3, then I would just probably just let it live. But then, do I want to do that? What I've found that helps when I'm playing is I pretend I've clicked end turn, and then what do I predict my opponent's going to do next? I would assume he'll Fiery War Axe. I want to save this for the Bloodhoof. It's so important. So let's do that and heal for this now. If he does play Fiery War Axe and kill it off, then well, it's my own mistake. And I don't have a turn 3. Well, it's not a clear choice for him wherever it is. He's having to have a think about it, which is always good, making your opponent think. Okay, now that I will death. That's a nice card to death. You ain't getting no card draw, brother. That's what we get. So we're rewarded for being patient with our clears. And he's still got 5 cards, but it's not the full hand that Warriors like to play with, which is good. I still have no turn 4. Kind of awkward. Picked up a nice 10 drop there. It's always nice to have in the hand. Ah! Bastard. Well, okay, well, I guess can we get away with that? We still can't kill it, of course, but we can always Holy Nova if we need to. Hopefully he'll play some kind of... What he might do actually is play that ghoul, the 3/3 ghoul that enrages. Then he could kill that. Well, if he does, it's okay. We can just... Huh.
I wonder. Back to work.
Okay. Wow. He hasn't played Ren Holy Nova here, so I'm quite happy. That's nice. Alright, turn 6. Probably the Azure Drake off curve. Or maybe this guy in a heal and see what else we get. Wow, he's... People do things like that when they feel like they're desperate and they're losing, so they try and just clear the board and think, okay, if I clear the board, I'll be okay. I think because he has executed that, it feels like he doesn't have a minion to play next. Or maybe a minion he wants to keep alive, I don't know. I think we'll actually play these guys while we have dragons to enjoy them with.
Are you mocking me?
If he plays Bran or something, we can kill Bran. So if that's what he was trying to protect, give a clear board for Bran. Bran and something, I don't know. It's not going to work. So he looks like a standard kind of control warrior. We haven't seen any Cthulhu. Oh no. Oh, are you serious?
Astonishing.
Yeah. Well, that's a tempo swing. Ouch. Okay. Do I entomb that? Kind of tempted to, but yeah, he can kill that with Gore Howl. That sucks. Well, that's a tempo swing for you. Fuck. Oh, it's going so well. I think I probably have to entomb this. Oh, I don't have to entomb it, but I don't have a Shadow Word Death, unfortunately. There are nicer cards to entomb than this, though. If that didn't have 6, I could play Dragon Maw. Actually, do you know what? I could play Chill Maw and run that into that, and he's still gonna die. Leaves me with an empty board, though. I want to have an empty board anyway. I still have an Entomb. Okay, I think this is the right play, and then turn 8 will be the Azure and the Blackwing. I guess if he's smart, he just runs that in.
My thanks.
Instead of using that, because it's going to die anyway. And you see, he can't know for a fact that I have a dragon. So, do you risk taking 6 to the face and hoping that it lives? Or do you just run this in anyway? I guess because I've run mine in, it kind of suggests that, yeah, it's going to die. I don't know what he's trying to do here, though. He's thinking about something. Of course, he does have that 6. That's harsh, man.
Count me in.
And he's patron.
Back to work.
We need an evacuated evil here.
Get in here.
That's only fair, man. Come on. Do you know, I hate playing top decks. You know, when you really need a card, or you ask for a card and you get it. And I don't like playing, because then the opponent's like, oh, you're so lucky, you got the perfect card. So sometimes I'll play around it just because I do that. I might not even need to do this here, because I could play the Technician and the Azure Drake, and then evacuate evil next turn. Because anything I play at the board, he's going to kill off with his freaking Gore Howl. Makes this game like hard mode. I'm not going to die in one turn, so I think we... Then if I do that, he's just going to kill him off anyway. It doesn't really accomplish anything. I get another card, I guess. Yeah, I get another card. I like that. We'll hold on to the AoE. Maybe he'll make more minions, which is kind of baiting out kind of him to kind of play whirlwinds and whatever is obviously good for us because it means he has one less. He's
My blade be thirsty.
okay. Yeah, okay, there we go.
Get in here.
That feels much nicer. And providing this isn't the thingy draw battle rage that suck. Okay, maybe I should have just evacuated evil. It's okay. I don't mind. I still prefer it doing this way. We this way we get a frothing dead, and he wasted a whirlwind, so I'm okay. We have to burn his resources to win, right? And that's kind of what we're doing. And we also get chill maw back once we play this guy, providing we get another dragon that clears his patron. So fairly confident we're okay here. He's gonna feel a little bit salty when we clear this board, and it's not from a top deck, so he can't say shit. Okay. So we only take 7 damage. I know he got like 5 more cards, but well, I still think it was the right course of action. And we got to draw a card too, which is now this card. Maybe this card will give us something like Brawl. I don't know. Who knows? We've got to find out. What do we get? Brawl? Bleed. Does he run a Brawl? Probably not. Oh lol! Oh wait, what? He plays Patron Annalise. Man, you're greedy. You're so greedy. Well, I might actually entomb that for fun, because there's not going to be... Oh, I guess there'll be Grom to entomb. Yeah, we'll save this for Grom. I think we maybe play the... He can't kill it? Yeah, he could kill it. I'll play this, because it's on card when we can. Let me get 2. Idiot, I thought that was in Zoth. Idiot. If he kills it, obviously we get no dragons come out, but so often I confuse Enzoth for flipping Deathlord. It's so annoying. Execute. That's okay. Once Enzoth comes out, if he decides to run 15, then we're in pretty good. Oh! Yeah, fear my 2-1.
Astonishing.
Yeah, bitch.
That belongs in a
I
museum.
don't have a weapon, bro. Can't actually deal with Harrison just now. It's kind of bad, but it's okay. I don't think Harrison's going to kill us anytime soon. Okay, now we can deal with it. I could actually play Corruptors onto the board, because it's then a minion. He can't kill it. Yeah, I think I do that. Obviously the 3 damage is nice impact, but I don't think I need it. It puts pressure on him to react to it. This is obviously an entomb. Thank God we saved that, we didn't entomb anything else. This might be a concede for him now, because, like, where do you go now, dude? We don't have anything to play, so that might encourage him a little bit. But we haven't evacuated evil again. We have 2 of these in my deck now, because obviously we played 1, but I had 2, and I've sucked 1 back from him, so if we needed any more, we have another 1. Maybe get some cards off the cleric. This is the rare case really where I'm running low on cards, because I'm having to react, I suppose. I had to kind of play more than a couple of cards at a time, which I don't really like doing on a control deck, but obviously sometimes you just have to. Is he now trying to fatigue me? Is this what this is?
My blade be thirsty. A fight.
No.
Count me in.
If he whirlwinds this, that's fine. We could play Ysera, I guess. That makes sense, because...
I dream and the world turns.
We have some pretty tasty minions left in our deck. We still have Enzoth, we still have Sylvanas, we still have another Shade, I think. The 4/3 steals a card. We still have that. As long as the frothing doesn't survive, I don't really care. Okay. If I kill this off, I think he'll concede. I mean, he still has I'll play that in heal. He still has his Elise, in which he could still win with it. You know, he might draw an absolute monster from that. He's used 1 Brawl. I would be surprised if he runs 2 Brawls. Really surprised, actually. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about playing mines off.
Made to fit.
I'm hoping he whirlwinds here. What? Okay, well that's the last of his patron. Okay. It saves me wasting evil and giving him another card as well, which we don't want to do. Okay, more card draw. Kind of useless card, never mind. So I guess, yeah, he's now going to fall back to Elise. He'll probably just store his cards up and maybe slow the game down a little bit, I assume. Try and build up as much armor as he can. Kills off my... Okay, kills that off. I think he should be saving these cards. I mean, that isn't an immediate threat to deal with. I think he should be saving these cards, turn them into legendaries from his Elise. But what do I know? I think we just pick that off. It's okay. And we can just start chipping away his armor. He hasn't played True Heart yet, which is always a pain in the arse when you're going to go fatigue. I mean, we're 8-9. It's pretty even. Two of my cards are essentially useless at this stage. Not useless, but...
I have an axe to grind.
Okay. Now, I can't know if one of these is Brawl, but I'll save it until after he plays his Monkey, so that I know for a fact he has no Brawls left. And provided he doesn't get Deathwing, I think we win. So what do I want to do here? I want to kill this thing, right? I don't care if we die doing it, so... Here, down to 4, and circle, I guess. Don't really like circle in here, but guess I kind of have to. Otherwise he's going to kill it. I'll save the card. I don't really want to be drawing cards at this stage. I'll just play, you know, whatever we get dealt. Or not play, in case of Inzoth. I really would like to play Inzoth. I'm hoping to get Sylvanas now or something. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Now Sylvanas or... What else can I get? Yeah, the 4-3 would be nice to get another one of his cards. Actually, the 4-3 would probably be better after he plays Elise. Oh lol. Bran Inzoth. I don't think he can react to Bran actually. If he does, it forces him to play a card. We still have one of our dragon taunts to come out. I'm only playing this because it's unlikely I'm ever going to get Bran and him off in the same turn. And he's just wasted 2 cards reacting to that, so that's 2 less legendaries we need to play against. So, hold on Bran. Oh, and there's Grom, so... I guess he still has an execute left. He probably could shield slam it too. But again, it's one last card we have to deal with, and we get 2 for 1, so I'm happy with that. Huh. Draw a card. That's good for us. Icker? I'll need Icker first, surely. Okay. Well, he used a lot of resources there trying to kill us, so I'm okay with that. I don't really want Evacuated Evil. I don't want to give him any more cards that will become legendaries. So we'll play this. I could Cleric as well. I mean, we're ahead on cards now by 1, so... I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think I play that. That's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have played her, but I said I'm not really too concerned about the card draw. I don't really care. We can immediately deal with any enormous legendary he plays, with Shadow or Death. And when he plays, obviously, we Inzoth anyway. I really want to get Sylvanas out on the board before I Inzoth. That would be ideal. We might also get some nice synergy with Sylvanas and Shadow or Death. We might end up Sylvanasing her and stealing any crazy legendary he might play. I know we can get these cards cheap, but we can get back to replace them anyway, so I don't really see how that helps. I don't have a dragon to play him in, so I think I'll hold on to him for just now. He dies, we'll heal him anyway. What I don't want though is for him to play the monkey and us not be able to kill it. So I'm going to play that. If he does monkey, we death the monkey and we kill that. So he doesn't get all his legendaries for even cheaper. How many is he going to get? He's going to get 5 legendaries. Well, no, 4. Because the monkey won't count. We can deal with 4. Sylvanas, of course, is just stylishly late. Wow, bro, you need to stop wasting these cards, man. I feel bad. I mean, I don't agree with these plays, but it's not to say he's a bad player. This is rank 10, and it's like the 6th of May or something, so, you know, it's still... Okay, well, he has 3 cards. What can he do with 3 cards? None of them are Brawl, so... Well, that's not going to help you too much, buddy. John, I could actually do that and then this Evacuate Evil. Evacuate Evil is useless for him at this stage. I think we'll do that. And card will draw is Evacuate Evil, so that's okay. I don't think you're crushing anyone, bro. I wanted to play her before I play N'Zoth, but... Are you serious? Did that just happen?
I have no time for games.
Thanks, buddy. I will take him, and then we N'Zoth next turn. I think he concedes here. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, that's 3 for 3. Thanks for tuning in, folks, as always. And we'll be back shortly with more Dragon Priest, because I really love the deck. It's so much fun to play. Please leave your comments and subscribe, and catch you guys soon. Thank you very much. Okay, the Dragon Priest deck. Now, Dragon Priests have a little bit of a stigma attached that it's always been a weak deck, and maybe will always be a weak deck. However, there's something quite magical about playing these giant monster-like dragons that just, they're awesome to play. They're fun to play. It's nice dropping a 12/12 on the frickin' board because it's awesome. Getting them to work, though, is quite difficult. Especially, I think that they're more viable now than they have ever been, with the meta slowing down. But they're still difficult to play. I think they're actually one of the hardest decks I've had to play. Just in terms of understanding opportunities and trying to make the best of your win condition, which is really overwhelming your opponent towards the end. It's kind of like surviving and sticking close to them and then taking over towards the end. Okay, so there are a lot of variants of Dragon Priest decks out there. This, as I said, is entirely my own. But there will be similar ones. What I've decided to do that maybe differentiates this from most Dragon decks, I've included Circle of Healing with the Aconite Soul Priest. I found that there are just so many aggro decks, and having that one more board clear is particularly nice, especially for even like the mid-range kind of Bloodlust Shaman decks, I think they're called now. That's the perfect response to kind of like mid to late game. It's nearly always a full board clear, Soul Priest and Circle of Healing. Of course they have the 7/7, but we run 2 Shadow Word Deaths for that. But to go through the entire deck, as I said, 1 Circle of Healing. I only got 1 Power Word Shield. I would prefer 2 in the deck. It's a very strong card. But as it works out, this is what I've been happiest with. And I've tweaked the deck as I've been playing. 1 Nourisher Cleric, which might seem strange. Most people expect 2. I found that 1 has been enough. It's rare to see issues with card draw. I'm sure that the 2 games that I show you, I'm going to be running out of cards by turn 4. I look like an idiot, but I've found that I didn't need to draw more than I'm drawing. With you know, of course there are exceptions, but we still have 1 there. 1 Whelp, again, I would like 2, but I to find the right balance between the early zoo architecture and the late control. I found that because we run 3 separate AoEs, actually 4 AoEs, I think that's enough. 1 Shadow Pain, particularly useful against mirror matchups, not even mirror but other priest matchups. They play some, especially the Cthulhu decks play the 3/6. It's a lovely target to Shadow Word Pain. Same as the Warriors that play the 2/5 or 2/6 Bloodhoof Axe, I think he's called, whatever he is. The one gets enraged. That's a perfect target. 1 Curator, just because it generates another Death Rattle minion. 2 Agents, 2 Shadow Word Deaths, 2 Technicians, Bronzebeard, because if you are ever struggling with card draw, we do have 2 Azure Drakes that we can trigger double off of. Even, you know, doubling up on little things like the 2 Blackwing Technicians. Them getting 2/2 is a really, really big deal at any point in the game, really, because it's value. 1 Shifting Shade, 2 Twilight Guardians, probably one of the most important cards in the deck. It saved me a lot against Sue. It really is such an annoying card to get through. 2 Evacuated Evils, again, absolutely essential part of the deck. 1 Holy Nova, 2 Azure Drakes, Blackwing Corruptors, 1 Entomb. Again, I would love 2 Entombs, but 1 with 2 deaths seems to be enough. Now for the big guys, we have a Sylvanas, which Sylvanas is such a versatile card and has always been, but I think now she's finally beginning to see more fame. Maybe not as much as she had at the very beginning, but certainly more fame, I think, the last kind of little while than she's ever had before. She's just a staple in nearly every deck. She's so good. Chillmaw, again, providing you're holding a dragon, is such a pain in the ass for aggro to go through because it nearly always clears the board. Ysera, Deathwing Dragonlord. Now, this deck can function without this big guy, but I found that he's just another big target to absorb. If you're against a paladin, it's a nice target to absorb your Aldor Peacekeepers and whatever. And it's even a card to get deathed or whatever. It's just another minion that has to go through the cycle of burns that your opponent has. If you do get to play him properly, though, there's been a few instances when I've played him with Ysera in my hand. He's been big game hunted or he'd been killed, whatever, and Ysera's then popped onto the board. It's been quite nice. But really, he's played because he's also a death rattle. So if he does die, then obviously you ends off. And again, people have tried to run, or people successfully run dragon decks without Nzoth. I am being greedy, I think, with these 2 cards, but it's worked so far. I appreciate that I'm, only middle ranks at the moment, but again, it is very early in the season, so I think that's, quite a bit higher in reality. I mean, if the kind of players I'm playing against now were at the end of the season, I'm sure these guys would be be between ranks 1 and 3 sort of thing, maybe rank 1 and 4. The difficulty with the deck, and it finds its problems when you have nothing to play the first 3 or 4 turns, or the first 2 or 3 turns, or if you get something like 2 Blackwing Technicians and 2 Agents in your deck, in your hand, and you have no dragon to trigger them. And you can't really afford to play them without the dragon. You don't want to play a 1/4, it's just too slow. 2/4 with Taunt is so much better. It does struggle with that sometimes, but the deck has enormous late game potential, and actually it deals very well with early aggro, with so many AoE clears. Honestly, it's I don't know if you can pick up another Death Rattle AoE. What's it, the 4/4 that does 2 to everyone with your Curator. You can pick up another Chillmaw with your Curator, which has happened a few times. But okay, I think what we're trying to do really is, as I said, we outlast our opponent and then crush them in a big way towards the end of the game. You need to be very judicial and very conservative with your removals. Don't instantly just remove something because it's in the way. Think, okay, what else do I need to remove? What else are they likely to play? What I need to save this for? Because quite often, especially early, I was removing things as they appeared, and we were getting toward the end of the game and I had no answer to their bigger targets, and I was getting basically put out. Okay, let's see what happens when we play some games.